Hey, welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways, Coyote in the Highlands. Once again, not in the Highlands because I'm still traveling. I'm doing a lot of video work on this trip. It's an extended trip and it's going very well. The videos will come up when they come up. If you'll notice sometimes the backgrounds will spread out over multiple days. I'm not necessarily recording on the same day, but at the same trip. Let's talk about positivity and maintaining that positivity. I've noticed recently, as I'm recording this, that Twitter went through a purge cycle, Instagram went through a purge cycle, a couple other sites seem to have gone through purge cycles where they're really getting rid of, somehow they've targeted independent-minded people. I think this has to do, to a certain extent, with a certain political movement involving banning certain items and stuff. There's politics involved. And these are all people who are very individual liberty, independent-minded, but they don't seem to be particularly rude or aggressive. Most of them. Some of them, but it's like the whole world just got social media brigaded, and it's a little weird. And it makes it hard to maintain your positivity because you just lost a whole bunch of your contacts. You feel that loss. And then it's replaced with managed algorithmic presentations of information which are designed primarily to outrage you, or it appears that way. So where does your positivity go? Like, it's got to come from within. It can't come from outside because there's obviously controls that are trying to prevent you from having positivity. And I don't particularly enjoy the idea that other people, companies, media have control over what I see and who I talk to. That's a problem, but you can maintain a positivity. We will eventually work through all of the problems of this, and it's going to be a glorious and positive thing. Positivity, however, has to come from inside of you. Now, the external world, the world around you, is absolutely an influence, and it can be an influence that's so strong that it is difficult or impossible to overcome. I'm not going to deny that. Your mind has a lot of traction in managing your life, and your mind is subject to a lot of external influences. So one of the ways to increase your internal positivity is to control your external inputs. Big thing there. Control your external inputs, and things will get dramatically better. So that's item number one. Number two, I'm going to suggest looking at internal. Slow down, give yourself permission to relax, pat yourself on the back, be okay with yourself. That's always a good thing, but frame your internal speech as positive. Not passive-aggressive positive, but truly, genuinely positive. Try to make the habit. This is a habit. This is one of the big tricks, big secret, short video. Make a habit of positive self-talks, positive internal speech. And that doesn't necessarily just apply to you. It can apply to someone else. You've got a cashier who's incredibly frustratingly slow, and you've been in line for 20 minutes, and how do you turn that to a positive? Oh, she's making that old lady's day very nice by saying good morning to her and having a little chat. There's a positive aspect to this. You have to find the positive. And that's a really good example. That's a positive right there. This is, once again, gets back to Lester Levinson and turning all of his memories into love, and loving memories and positive memories. You do this in the moment and you will have absolutely wonderful results. Do this in the moment. Do this as you are going. Be forgiving to others. Be, pleasant in your responses, but give yourself that positive self-talk. It doesn't hurt. People resist that because they want to blame. They want to hold other people accountable. They want everything to be. They want the punishment. We really like punishment. I don't know why. It's not important. Right now what you're doing is you're trying to make yourself feel better. Give yourself a better, longer, happier, joyful, self-controlled life. self-freedomed life. It's not control, it's freedom. It's kind of a self-freedomed life. Isn't a good phrase, but that's what I got for you. So doing the positive self-talk in the moment seems like something you may not want to do because you want to hold people accountable, or not be a sap, not be like, oh yeah. You don't have to trust anyone. You don't have to give your money to anyone. You don't have to give away your soul to anyone. None of that. But the positive self-talk is a training tool to make your life better. Giving yourself negative self-talk because you want to hold someone accountable in your mind does nothing to them, does nothing against them, does nothing for them. All it does is hurt you. So don't do it. Okay. Positive self-talk. That is the message for the moment. I want practice it in the moment, especially when you find yourself getting frustrated or negative. Release it. Just release. Just very simple. Just say, I release this. I don't need this. It's not doing anything for me. Talk to your mind, okay? This being, this entity, whatever, this presence does not want that negativity. It's a very good way of phrasing. It gets all of the parts of the you, because your mind has separate parts. There's threat module and stuff like that. So, release, and then positive. Say positive things. It really does help. It doesn't help you fix your car if you need to get a 14mm wrench and you don't have a 14mm wrench, but you can do the positive self-talk while you go to the store to get a 14mm wrench. And that just makes the day brighter. You're still doing the same thing. You're still accomplishing the same task. You're still having to deal with a missing tool, but you can do it in a positive fashion. And that's the key. That is gold. That is life-changing as far as a habit goes. That's all I got for you. So stay sideways and positive.